Dotson with the Cowboys winning that ball game. So they are gunning for the sweep here in Dallas. Only a couple there. It's going to be brought down about the 28. This defense for the Cowboys, they were fantastic a week ago in that win over Houston.
Anytime you can hold a team to less than 10 points, your expectation of winning that game has to be sky high. In fact, you'd be absolutely stunned to come away with a loss in that one. Could you imagine going to the press conference and trying to explain that?
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find him at the wide receiver position, and that was special there. On first down, Justin Herbert. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Now it's Herbert. Touchdown, Washington. Jahan Dotson with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Commanders will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
Check that.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays. And it was Jahan Dotson with a touchdown catch to finish things off. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped it to 17. So here are the Cowboys now ready to go on offense for the first time. And a look at the man under center, now in his 8th season in the National Football League. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's 2nd down. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 17 carries, 81 yards, and a touchdown.
And as we discovered in talking with the coaching staff prior to the game, going up against a team that struggled against the run has only emboldened them to run the football more. I expect 40 to 50 carries in this game.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Throw over the middle. He finds Williams. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Holding. Offense.
That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against him.
Now back to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
They'll run on first down. It's Nelson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2nd and 11. And he will find his man on the outside. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 29-yard line. He had 3 catches last week. That one his 3rd on this drive alone. On first down, it's Nelson. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. The Cowboys in a very solid 4-1 here in the early part of the year. And they've come in on a nice run of recent form. 4 wins out of 5.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And now a pass dumped off to his running back. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. It seems pretty clear on this opening drive that they want to get him involved, not only, Charles, in the run game, but in the pass game as well. And he can be such a weapon for them when they utilize him this way.
And, partner, you know I'm a veteran, right? In other words, that means a little bit older. Back in my day, we used to call a guy like this a workhorse, except he carried the ball all the time.
Started the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession. First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. They'll look to throw here. And this ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. A 1-yard touchdown pass. And the Cowboys are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point by York is up and good. And we are tied at 7. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And it's finished off by the touchdown from CeeDee Lamb. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Commander's going to retake the field for drive number 2. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Herbert's throw into the hands of McLaurin. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. Herbert setting up to throw on first down. On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Herbert. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
They had yet to run the ball at all on this drive, but third and short definitely was a great time to dial one up.
On first down, it's Herbert. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. So third down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. Herbert. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's got room. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, where they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle. If you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage, you got a chance to rumble.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Touchdown, Cowboys! A great effort there. 35 yards. And the Cowboys have moved out in front. Extra point by York is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the plague did on the last one.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Now Herbert got to get him to the line in a hurry. Another try after the first down sack. Herbert. And this throw incomplete. The defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. On 3rd down, Robinson. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. We're in the 2nd quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe they have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, trying to get him more involved here on this drive, maybe. Back to throw now on 1st down. Open man downfield is Lamb. It's complete. Touchdown! CeeDee Lamb. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Cowboys will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by York is up and good. And it's now 21-7. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Washington going to go on offense now late in this first half. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. Herbert on 1st down now. He's going to drop this underneath for Robinson. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Herbert, and that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Here's Herbert. Pressure comes, and down he goes. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense, as they'll stop her with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Oh, it's a wobbler here. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. From a star in college to a star in the NFL, CeeDee Lamb at wide receivers, he brings out this offense. He's well on his way to a 1,000-yard season, maybe on pace to just tear past that, Charles. Defensively, they need to pay a little bit more attention to him.
Yeah, I think so, because
touchdown, Cowboys! CeeDee Lamb on his way to a monster game, 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Washington going to go on offense one last time in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The Commanders going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. York now for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchdown. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks. A few teams starting to rise to the top as it's time to take you around the NFL here in Week 6. We'll begin out in Houston. And as you see, they were winners back on Thursday night. Dak Prescott leading the way in the victory with 3 touchdown passes. From there, we head to Foxborough to check on the Patriots at home at Gillette Stadium. And you can see they trail in that matchup against the Pittsburgh Steelers. 2 touchdown passes there for Deshaun Watson. Well,
we'll move right through the break then, skipping halftime and back to the field for the start of the second half. All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. So here are the Cowboys to take over. They were able to defeat Houston last week. They lead things here as well as they try to make it 2 victories in a row. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 46 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
He's airing it out for Williams. And got his man complete. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What, is it 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great play there. His 7th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Cowboys take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes the return. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. first chance for the Commanders offense now as they head out for their opening series of the second half. Now a handoff to start it out. Robinson. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. This defense just continues to bottle up that ground game. And look, I mean, the deficit right now for this offense is so big that it might not matter. But you're still in the third quarter. They're probably going to have to try things through the air, Charles.
I agree with you totally. That's what they'll have to do. They do need to run it occasionally to take a few hits off the quarterback, because right now, you just know those pass rushers are fired up to get after it.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. And taken right at the 35. It's a 39-yard punt, 3 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Dallas offense set for this next drive. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
Dallas, Texas is the spot, third quarter inside AT&T Stadium. Glad you're with us. 2nd and 10. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. They'll keep it on the ground. Nelson. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there, holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
They'll run on 1st down. Nelson, and finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. 97 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. 2nd and 2, and this ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. 2 yards on the touchdown there, and the Cowboys will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Well, on the other sideline right now, it's just absolute dejection. But, Charles, let's focus on the positive. With the lead that they built here, they've done pretty much everything to perfection in this ball game.
They certainly have. Makes me think that their week of preparation was excellent. And they flowed into this game, and it carried over. And right now, I don't expect them to back off at all. They're playing so well, they just want to keep it going.
And Washington going to come back out here to take over offensively. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Arlington. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Blitz coming, and down he goes. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. Another try after the first down sack. Herbert under pressure. They got him again. Call it a loss of 5. A big sack to bring up third down.
A CD, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 4th down.
Washington going to send out their punter
as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Yikes. Terrible kick headed straight for the sidelines. So out of bounds on the punt, and the spot will be, the side judge says, right at the 35-yard line here.
Out comes CeeDee Lamb and the rest of the Dallas offense.
What a game for him, Charles. 4 touchdowns. Heck, for a lot of guys, that's a good season number.
You're exactly right. And let's face it, we have to stand up and applaud this one, even though we're supposed to be neutral, because this doesn't just happen by accident. This isn't 4 times where the defense just falls down or breaks coverage. He's worked awfully hard, changing routes, changing areas, changing angles, and getting open for touchdown.
We knew he'd be part of the game plan in a big way, and it has been in a very big way.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
No let-up in this passing game. They've been a well-oiled machine throughout, and actually saw a few guys on the sidelines at the end of the 3rd quarter doing the old hold-up 4 fingers college sign, meaning the 4th quarter is ours, and they certainly weren't kidding.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
2nd and 4.
Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete.
Yeah, the Cowboys are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. And they're going to speed things up here. On 2nd down, it's Nelson. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 3rd and goal here as they try to finish off their victory. They'll set up to throw, and this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
They seemingly just continue to score at will, and as great as it's been for the offense, you got to feel for that defense down there.
I love how you use the word will, because both teams came into the game with the will to win, but one team has obviously imposed its will on the other and broken them. Because what we're seeing right now, wow, that's a defense that's in tatters after what they faced in this ballgame.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
This offense back out and set to go for their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th. On Herbert, his 3rd interception. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. Another great play defensively. They've been sharp on both sides of the ball, Charles, but that interception means that this defense could very well keep them down to single digits on the scoreboard in this game.
And that's certainly something to smile about, isn't it, partner, if you're on defense? Because your goal every game is
under pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's 2nd down. That one looks like he'll throw here.
That is caught by Lamb.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. On 1st down, it's Nelson. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
York on now for the extra point.
Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And in the end, it's capped off by a 7-yard run. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
It certainly was, and I think both